Hi guys, Jeremy and I realized that when we did our announcement video of walking the Appalachian Trail 2024 that we didn't introduce ourselves. So my name is Eva and
My name is Jeremy.
so today we're going to do, we said in our last video that we would do a gear list video, the things that we're actually taking out on trail. We've done some training and some shakedown hikes, so at this point we really know what's working well for us and what didn't work well. So we'll kind of do this in categories. The first category, just because there's so many pieces to it, I'm going to do is clothing. Clothing we're going to do in layers. So the first layer, we'll start with the base layer. This is the merino wool. It's just merino wool. I got this at Marion Outdoors in Marion, Virginia. Shout out to Coach. Thank you. He's incredibly helpful. When Jeremy and I were in Marion, Virginia, we walked from Damascus to the Tennessee border and back. It was the first time we were on the AT. It was really cool. He was really helpful, very knowledgeable. This is also merino wool base layer pants. I'll try to go through these really quickly. So I plan on putting these on to sleep or in a base layer in case we need to, because we're starting March 4th, early March, so we may need some warmer clothing. I do have I have 3 pairs of Darn Tough socks. I have 1 pair that I'm going to use only for sleep. This layer is just for sleep. The base layer I can put on underneath my outer layer hiking clothes, but this, I plan on wearing these only for sleep. We'll see how that goes. So far in the shakedown hikes, it's worked really well. This is just from REI. This is Mountain Hardwear, and this is just an REI. Really lightweight outer jogging shirt. This is just REI again. A lot of our stuff came from REI because you can't beat their return policy. So I plan on bringing 1 bra. I'm thinking about bringing 2 pairs of underwear, but right now it's just 1. It's worked really well with the shakedown hikes. I have this 2nd pair of Darn Tough socks. This is this spare pair in case it is cold or frozen or rainy, and I need a spare. So then I'll go to what I'm wearing on the outer layer. These are the Injinji socks. I will be wearing
Little toe
socks to keep blisters down. And then this is the 3rd pair of Darn Tough socks. Again, Darn Tough are not just from REI, but the company who makes them. It's lifetime guaranteed, so we can, participating stores who allow you to switch them out for free. We can do that along the trail. This is my outer layer. These are just REI hiking pants. I really like these pants because they have a zip up the side, so if I didn't want to make them into complete shorts, I could just unzip them and get some airflow that way, or if I need to, when it gets warmer, just completely unzip them and wear them as shorts. And then this shirt, again, this is just from REI. There's some really good airflow in this. This is very, very lightweight. I've practiced in it, trained in it. It's a great shirt. I really like this shirt. The outer layer, this is my fleece. I believe this is Patagonia. Where did I get this? No. Fayetteville. I thought it was Patagonia anyway, I got this at Marion Outdoors again in Marion, Virginia. I've worn this, done shakedown hikes. This is so warm. It really, we tested it, I think, in 30-degree weather, 32. It was just below freezing, and I got hot hiking in it. So yeah, this is a great fleece. So I'm going to talk about the rain gear. This is Outdoor Research. This rain jacket, a bit pricey. It was about $189, but worth it. It acts as a windbreaker as well. Did you think about something?
I think it was around $250
for this jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So it was really pricey. The only thing I'm not fond of is that I keep seeing this rain gear with pit zips, and this one doesn't have that, but I can tell you everything else is just amazing. It also acts as a stuff sack. You can put, hold put the whole jacket inside the pockets and then zip it up. So this jacket, I've tested it in rain. It's amazing. Windbreaker, I can't even tell it's raining really. I mean, it's a great jacket. This is the pants. I've never tested the pants. It didn't rain hard enough for me to test the pants. This is just REI, let's see, the Wilderness Spirit. It's Gore-Tex technology. I've heard good and bad things about the Gore-Tex. The Gore-Tex is not real breathable, but it is good for rain from my understanding. So we'll see how far those make it. So umbrella, these umbrellas are really, really lightweight. We've tested them. It is a bit awkward because there's no clip for the bag for our packs. But they work really, really well, and we're thinking about when we're, using our stoves, our jet boil, for cooking. It might block the wind, also for raining, for snowing. The outer layer, I'm going to be putting these on the outside of my pack, but this is part of my clothing gear. My nose runs constantly when I walk or hike, so I have this, and it's going to be clipped on the outside of my pack, and then this is my buff. This works really well, and I can tell you, it's not just for warmth. This buff helps for one of the pet peeves I've noticed is my hair gets in my face, and it's really difficult to keep, hair out of your face. So this works really well to do that.
Isn't that bug resistant too?
It is. It's got some sort of technology that keeps ticks and mosquitoes. It's supposed to. We've hiked a couple of different places. I have had a tick on me. I did get, and it did attach, a deer tick. It wasn't on me long enough. It didn't cause anything. I watched it for a while. It didn't do anything, but yeah, so the tick was on my leg though. Okay, so for cold weather, again, we're starting in March. I have this hat, just a regular hat. These gloves are waterproof gloves, again, just REI, warm gloves, and then I have a liner glove with them. I have tested both of these. Again, we did some shakedown in some pretty cold weather. So, okay, this is Sea to Summit. This is a dry bag for my clothing. It works really well. I had my son put all my clothing in it. I put my clothing in it, and he tested it in the shower. So it works really well, and all my clothes stayed really dry. We're going to move on to camp shoes. I wondered if camp shoes were going to be worth the buy. They're definitely worth the buy. I'm not a fan of Crocs, but they were really comfortable, and it was nice to take my hiking shoes off after they had gotten wet or whatever, and just wear the Crocs around. And from what I'm seeing, we've not had to do river crossings yet, just like small creeks or whatever. But these will be nice to take off my shoes and put these on. There are some slip resistant onto it. So we're going to move on to my pack. This is my 4th pack. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I really went through packs. Packs were really difficult for me to find the right size and the right fit. At first I thought I was just being a big baby, and I listened to a lot of people online were saying, you're not being a big baby, find one that fits for you. So the first one was the Osprey, I believe, I can't remember what brand it was. Then the second one was the Gregory pack. The Gregory pack, it was Gregory, right? Mm-hmm. It really hurt my shoulders, and that was the biggest problem with all the packs until I found this one. And then my last pack was another Osprey brand type, but it didn't work. So finally I landed on the Aurora AG65. This is 65 liter. I know it's got a lot of room in here, and I've heard people say that's the Cadillac of backpacks, which isn't necessarily a compliment. What they're saying is there's a lot of room in here, so I could end up putting a lot of stuff in here. But I think at this point I've learned what to put in that's not going to make it really heavy. My base weight at this point without food and water is about 20 pounds. So I feel like I've gotten it pretty narrowed down. This pack, the frame is what is really, really helpful for me. It's got the wire mesh frame, and these are kind of like a suspension, and they really hug me really well, and these do not hurt me, and they're also adjustable. So I've really liked this pack. I've done a couple of hikes in this pack at this point, and I feel like this is the one. This is the one going on the AT. All right, moving along, we're going to talk about sleep. Jeremy and I are, because we're partnering on this trail, he's going to carry some things that I may need on trail, and I'm going to carry some things that he will be using on trail, just to kind of split up what each of us can carry. So we'll start with what, this is a,
We just call them our butt
I
pads.
call them our butt pads. My grandson would say, it's a bottom, Grandma, mammal. So this is actually one of the best purchases we made, and it was probably one of the cheapest. It was like $20.
Yeah, $20.
And I can tell you, sitting down on the ground versus sitting on this, it doesn't look like anything, but it's absolutely amazing. Sitting on this on a log or on the ground makes all the difference in the world. So the straps to the bottom of the pack right there. Love this purchase. It was really good. Sleep system. So this is my Sea to Summit sleeping bag liner. So this adds about 14 to 16 degrees to the sleeping bag. The sleeping bag, my sleeping bag is in Nemo Forte women's 20 degree. I again probably packed my fares. I'm a little bit afraid of being too cold, but 20 degree plus an extra 14 degrees, so that brings me down to almost survivable, not comfort rating, survivable and near zero weather. So I feel pretty safe with this. I have tested the sleeping bag. It does sleep very, very warm. So this is my sleeping pad. This is the Thermarest Neo Air. I got this at Marion Outdoors again in Virginia. This pad is really, really good. I cannot feel the cold air coming up through the ground with this pad. It's narrow and a little coffin-like in shape. So there's not a lot of room if you're a side-to-side sleeper or restless sleeper, but it definitely keeps you warmer because the cold air, again, is not getting through this, I'm noticing. And how I noticed that was, this is my husband. This is the Big Agnes 20 by 78. And this is an insulated Rapid SL. This is huge. This is pretty big. But it does allow a little of the cold air to leach through. So, but it's much more comfortable than mine. I can tell you that because I tried it. And then I
sleep hot anyway.
Yeah, I'm taking a pillow. This pillow is the Nemo Pillow Elite. I think it's worth the purchase. Sleep is really important. It's really soft, and it's got kind of a cool side. So really good. Again, there's my sleeping bag. Okay, we're gonna move on to some of the things down here. Let's talk about toiletries. So I am carrying a pack towel. This is just a pack towel, fast dry pack towel. I will be using this to wipe down the tent, dry feet, just utility towel, right? Let's talk about toiletries. This is a cooler cloth. If you know, you know. This is for women. This is an amazing thing, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to carry this on the AT. This is the one thing I'm kind of up in the air about. I'm not sure how to keep this clean. I've been able to do it in shakedown hikes, but I'm concerned about like 5 or 6 days in a row. Am I going to be able to, have enough things on me to be able to keep it clean? Purell or whatever. But magic. Love this thing. Love it. And then this is the Dirt Sol Deuce number 2. So everybody knows what that's for. These are just some wet wipes I've been taking with me. I like the idea of taking wet wipes. They're antibacterial wet wipes. I don't know that I'll be able to resupply these, but I am going to start with these. Again, this is some toilet paper, and I have a pair of tweezers wrapped in the toilet paper so the tweezers don't rip anything. But again, the tweezers are just for ticks or whatever. Toothbrush, toothpaste, bug net. For mosquitoes, when we get there, when we have that issue, it's just a head net. It's only for the head. And then for our first aid kit, I have some Benadryl, some Neosporin. This is comfrey cream. I think the Benadryl is going to do the same thing. I'm not allergic to bees, but bee stings or bug bites, those kinds of things, it would be helpful. This is multi-purpose dish soap, laundry soap, wash soap. It's biodegradable, acceptable for leave no trace on the trail. This is sunscreen, and this is a cork ball for rubbing out sore muscles.
Very lightweight.
Yeah, it is really lightweight, and I'm going to carry that one. This is, I know I'm going to get flack for this, but I have an issue with pesticides and DEET. This is a herbal natural insect repellent. We'll see how far this gets. I know people are probably shouting right now, 100% DEET, even that's the only thing that's going to work. But I'm going to try this first. We'll see. And then this is a tick key I'm going to carry for Jeremy. I have the tweezers, I'm going to carry the tick key. And some hand sanitizer that I will wear on the outside of the pack. These are some hand sanitizer wipes, again. So, and then some hand warmers. We have a whole bag of these. We'll probably take several with us. Again, we're starting in March. This is an S-clip. I'm probably going to hold my shoes, Crocs on the outside of my pack, and whatever else I need to hold on my pack. These over here we'll go over later. So let's go into my food setup. This is the water filtration system. This is a Sawyer squeeze. And then I'm not a fan of these. I'm not really sure that I like, I just feel like they're going to get a hole in them really easy. I've noticed other people using a heavier plastic, and I'm not sure of the name brands, but we'll see how far this holds up. And that is for the water. And let's get into the cooking. So this is just a Sea to Summit titanium spoon. This is my Toke's titanium 700 milliliter. I've tested this, it works really great. I thought about ditching the bag, but the bag actually works to scrub food out of it. Food gets really hot and it does tend to stick a little bit, so this works really well to kind of scrub. And then it's got a lid, and food and liquid stays really, really hot in here. It's really interesting how it works, but you can actually touch it on the outside and it's cool. This is a Sea to Summit collapsible cup. Coffee, tea, food, it will only be in there, and then I'll only use liquids in here. I am going to carry one of the fuel canisters, and Jeremy will carry another one, so we'll have two between us at all times. I was carrying a Ursack.
Which is what I have.
So that is supposed to be, odor-proof, and you wouldn't necessarily hang the Ursack, although there have been reports of the Ursack being gotten into by bears. But my Ursack, I've done shakedown hikes and done training hikes through for the last 5 or 6 months, and the string that holds it together, there's like a rope, and the seam came apart, and you could just pull out the stuffing. And the bag just really wasn't working well for me. It's heavier, so I took it back to REI. I decided to go with the Z-Packs food bag. It's a larger bag actually than the Ursack, and we got the largest Ursack bag. And then it came with the whole kit to hang it. So I have not tested this yet, but I'm excited to use this one because I feel like it's gonna work, and I like how light it is. It's very, very light. So let's talk a little bit about electronics before we go into some of the food examples we have here. This is the Flex Tail. It is to air up our mattresses. We thought about this, we tested this, is it something that we really want to bring? And the answer is yes. We had heard blowing them up causes mold to grow inside. But really, honestly, it's just about the convenience, and also, yeah.
It's a lantern too.
Yeah, it's a lantern too, and I'm not sure why it's not coming on. Oh, there it is. It's really, really
and
bright.
There's 3 settings for the light, and you can help to fan your fire.
Yes, I forgot about that feature. So let's see, how do I turn this on? I promise I tested it.
I think the light you hold and then you tap for the.
I promise I tested this. Why is it not working? Okay, we'll move on. I'm not sure why it's not.
Here, work on that.
Yeah. Anyway, it came with a bunch of attachments. We do have an attachment, and there's a cord to. Oh, how did you do that?
Double click it.
Double click. Okay. So we do have attachments that work for our bed, and then there's a cord to recharge because it's rechargeable. No batteries needed. I think it was worth the purchase. We tested it. I think it's really worth it. I mean, after 8 or 9 miles or whatever, and yeah, it was great to have. And then this is just our power bank. This is an Infinity Lab. It holds 10,000 whatever. So it's worked really well for us. And then it's rechargeable. This is a black diamond headlamp. I'm not fond of headlamps to begin with. But it has just the red light. I know some people are using a green light now. The red light, I can't see in the dark with the red light, so I'm gonna be hopefully not inconveniencing people. I will use the red light if there's a lot of hikers around. I don't want to hurt anybody's eyes, but yeah, so that works. And then in my electronics bag, I'm going to be carrying my thermal rest repair kit in case I get a hole in that. And I'm carrying my electronics just in a Ziploc baggie, and then I'm going to carry it in another stuff sack probably. I know a lot of people use Hilltop packs or Z packs for the Dyneema waterproof technology, but at this point, this Ziploc bag, again, we've hiked in the rain. This works great. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So lastly here, before I turn it to Jeremy and what he's going to be carrying, we're going to talk a little bit more about food. This is a really large odor-proof bag. I have not yet decided if I'm going to carry this. I think it's also water resistant, so it's I may use it down inside my pack, or we'll use a compactor bag, a trash bag, to give some extra protection to keep our things from getting wet. But we'll see. I haven't yet decided. The things over here that we haven't decided yet what we're bringing is the bear horn. We don't know that we're going to bring this. My fear isn't of bears, it's of snakes, and I'm liable to get bit if I blow that at a snake. I don't know that we're going to bring this. This rope we're not sure that we're going to bring. We're not sure that we're going to hang Jeremy's bag because it's an Ursack bag. And then these are some things like some DEET wipes I'm not sure that we're going to bring. We haven't tested any of those things. It's just something I'm not sure. The other thing we're not sure that we're bringing is the stuffed sacks for our sleeping bags. These get our sleeping bags nice and tight and in a small form, but when you carry it like that, we've noticed that for us, carrying the sleeping bag stuffed around the other things in your pack feels better while you're hiking rather than having your sleeping bag stuffed in a sack. It's just the weight distribution is better for us, we found, if we pack our sleeping bag down inside of our pack around our other items. So we're not sure that we're going to bring these stuffed sacks. Okay, food. I just set out some examples of food that we're going to be taking. I am going to be choosing protein and fat over sugar. So I know it's fairly popular to eat a lot of sugar and a lot of granola. But again, we only see highlights on people's videos, so I don't know, and maybe I just haven't found it yet, but I'm going to choose protein and fats and do my best to eat as healthy as possible out on the trail. These are some things that we have already tested and some food that would be examples of what we're going to bring. So this is Patagonia organic black bean soup. No, we're not going to be able to afford to eat like this all the time. These are the things that these are just some examples. When we resupply, we understand that we're going to have to resupply from what is available. We're not always going to find a Walmart. We might have a gas station to resupply from. So this is an example of what my husband will be. This is cheesecake from Trailtopia. Yeah. And then this is a chicken Alfredo and some granola. This is the
butternut down. I don't even know how to say that. Not the greatest, but it's a lot of calories, 870 calories if you eat that whole bag. So I haven't been able to eat a whole bag, but I haven't walked the 10 to 20 miles a day yet. So we're hoping to be able to get up to those kind of calories, but we just can't yet. And lastly, before Jeremy shows you his pack stuff, there is a book I read, and I wish I could remember the name of the book and the author right now, but I can't. But I read a book about the trail, and the guy at the end was talking about how to maximize finances around the trail, like what kinds of things you can do to save money, what you can do to reach out to companies to try to sort of help with trail expenses. So I reached out to one of my favorite food people, Wild Planet. I eat, yes, I love sardines and salmon and tuna. And I reached out to their HR person. She was a lovely woman, and she sent me a box of Wild Planet samples of food to start the trail with. So I'm really excited, and I told her I was going to do the unboxing online in my video. So here we go. I have no idea what she sent. I'm really excited about this. This makes me very happy. Wild Planet is just, it's sustainable food, fishing, and fishing practices, and it's just, they're amazing products. I love them so much. I have their products at least twice a week.
And the cat's interested.
Oh, what did they do?
Oh, it's a stainless steel bottle.
It's an insulated bottle. That's really cool. Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Way too heavy for the trail, but I mean,
good for practice
that's
hikes.
amazing. Oh, I love that. That's really nice of them. Okay, what else do we have? Wow, they sent two. 24-ounce stainless steel. They sent two.
Oh, well, there's two of us on the trail.
Very cool. That's really nice. Thank you, Wild Planet. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, they sent the beef.
I like the beef.
So the beef goes into, Jeremy had mashed potatoes or noodles, and we pour the beef packet right into the mashed. The cat is, you have to show the cat because he's loving these videos. So the organic shredded beef, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting the trail, so cool. Oh, I love it. I love that they sent that. We are starting this off. Wow, the wild sockeye salmon. So protein, 17 grams of protein here, and the amount of protein here, wow, 19 protein, and so that's really awesome. Pink salmon, and 18 grams of protein here. Wow, that is a lot. We're gonna have to send these. One of the things we're thinking about is resupply boxes and how to do that. Yeah, we're this close and we haven't. We do have somebody who's going to send us resupply boxes. The problem I'm having is finding where to send them to. Skipjack tuna. Oh wow, they're in the packs. So much lighter than carrying the cans around. So to this point, I've only been able to carry the cans. And this is 20 grams of protein. Wow. They sent so much. Thank you, Wild Planet. Oh my gosh. Albacore tuna.
I hope they put some chicken in
21 grams. I hope they put some chicken in there. 21 grams of protein. This is going to last so long on the trail. Wild Planet. Oh my gosh. This is
Yeah,
new
you
to
like-
me. This is the chorizo flavored tuna. This is 18 grams. The chorizo, really good. Out on trail, I had this for the first time a couple of months ago, and it was really nice, spicy. It was great. It breaks up the monotony of tuna constantly. You get some. Oh my gosh, what is this?
Wow. Here.
I'm trying to think about where the knife went. Oh, there it is. Okay. You're not showing how I use a knife, are you?
Cut away from your buddy.
Cut away from my face. Oh my gosh, it's the new little. Whoa.
Oh, the little can.
The little cans.
Oh, that's got the pasta salad.
Look at that. Wild tuna pasta salad. And the wild tuna quinoa salad. I love quinoa. That's one of the things I was trying to think about how I can make quinoa out on trail. Quinoa and lentils are my favorite protein.
I believe it's pronounced quinoa.
It's not quinoa, it's quinoa. Wild tuna white bean salad. I haven't tried any of these. I'm so excited to try these. That is amazing. And then the last flavor is wild tuna bean and corn salad. Wild Planet, thank you. How amazing. We will use all of these on trail, and I will tell you how these taste out on trail. I'm sure they're going to be amazing. And when we run out of this, we will find somewhere to resupply Wild Planet. So again, thank you, Wild Planet, so much. We are really, really grateful. All right. It is, now that we've made this big mess, it is Jeremy's turn.
Alright. And a lot of it's a lot of the same stuff, so some of the stuff will go through, a little quicker. But first I want to go through our tent system, because we've seen Eva's sleeping system. So we have got the Big Agnes, this is the
Cooper?
three-man.
Yeah.
Three-man tent, because we want to have room for both of us and our gear. Because some people are fine, they just leave their stuff right outside. I'd rather not if I didn't have to, just another layer of protection and dryness. And I got the Big Agnes footprint for it too, just to preserve the bottom. Seeing, the umbrella. These are good, they're pricey, but worth it. Very light. Butt pad. And we do have the book, and I'm gonna carry the whole thing, because why not? You never know. Plus I do have the Far Out app, and I bought the lifetime membership for that, does the whole AT. Toiletries, I'm gonna carry an entire roll, because I just took the core out. And a lot of the first aid stuff is the same that Eva had. I have some Benadryl tablets and toothbrush, toothpaste, shovel, spade, and pretty much some of the same stuff. Purell, soap, all your basic stuff that you're gonna kind of want to carry. And for Eva, I'm carrying a dry soap.
Cold soak.
Container. Just, it's light.
Oatmeal, lentils.
Good stuff that she likes to eat on. And this cook system is similar, it's just a little bigger. I have the Sea to Summit titanium spoon. I like the long ones because for the bags, you're not getting it all over your hands. And they're clean, easy, and they're very light. My pot is a little bigger. It is a Sea to Summit Alpha pot. It's 1.2 liters, so it's a little bigger, so it works good for the both of us. And my cup, the collapsible cup that Eva had showed, I have the identical one. I just carry it in the pot. The backup fuel, so we both have one of these. I also have the Sawyer squeeze. I actually have a backup too. I have two of these.
Do you have two Sawyer squeezes or two plastic of the
Two Sawyer,
bladders?
two of the actual filters.
So we have three altogether.
Yeah, so
okay.
we're good on that for a while.
Okay.
The electronics, we both got identical, the black diamond. And these charging ports in Infinity Lab really do have worked really good. We've only used one so far, so having two, longer time between having to charge them. I also just carry, and I'll probably carry a few more because they're super light, is fire starters that work really good. I've tested them out. I haven't tested the matches. They are wind and waterproof, lightweight, and they're in a container. So just going to carry that for when we have the opportunity to have campfires. And the stove works great. We've used it 100 times.
What kind of stove is that? Can you tell them?
It's the MSR Pocket Rocket. Just fits in this tiny, you just unfold it and sets up in seconds and it's ready to go. Highly recommend that. So that's our cook. And this is my food bag. It is the earth sack. It's the big one. And I got my odor-proof bag in there and some snacks and stuff from hiking befores in there. So that's what I'm going to carry. It is a little bit bulkier and heavier, but we're going to go with that. Oh, and my bandana that I'm going to keep on the outside of my pack. And these are my camping shoes. They're just Coleman. They're not the greatest, and more than likely I want to changing them out somewhere out on trail just to get some more durable ones. But they work great because my shoes, I don't actually have them out here with me. They're great. They're high tops, lightweight trail runners, but it takes everything you got to pull those things on, so I don't want to have to put them on every time I need to get up, go outside the tent, or walk around camp. I can just slip these bad boys on. Let's see. And rain cover for my duck's back. It's a rain cover for our pack. Now for the pack, and I also have the all-purpose towel. I have the Osprey Exos 58 liter, and the first one I had, it fits everything I need. I've packed everything in it, and super comfortable. I had the Gregory, used it for multiple hikes, but it was rubbing me raw, real bad, and it wasn't going away. I kept thinking, well, I need to callus up to it, and from what I understand and looked into, that doesn't go away. But I use this, never had a problem since, so I'm totally happy with that. And then my sleep system, first, this is for my clothes, the same Sea to Summit waterproof bag that Eva had. My sleeping bag liner, it's the same one Eva has. We haven't tested these, but I'm a hot sleeper. I'm just hot-blooded in general, so I know eventually I'll send my sleeping bag home and I'll probably just use my liner. The pillow, same pillow, love it. We camped, we tried it first with no pillows, not good. So I'm so glad. Goodbye for the pillow. The Nemo pillow works great. And I have the same sleeping bag, I believe.
The Nemo.
This is
just
the
for
men's,
men.
but it's the 20-degree. Wraps you right up and gives you a big hug. It does work really good, but like I said, I'll eventually probably send it home when the temperatures change for good. Now we will see what kind of clothes I got going on here. I have 2 pair of underwear. Work, always good to have a backup. I have the REI glove liners and gloves, and I have used them. Great mobility, and still got the touch screen things on the fingertips, so that's always good. I have 3 pairs of Darn Tough socks, one to hike in, one to always have a dry one, and I'm a hot sleeper, like I said, so most of the time I won't sleep in socks, but it's good to have 2 pair in case 2 of them get wet. You always have a dry pair. And then I also have a pair of the toe socks for the blisters and everything. So I've never tried these before, but they're kind of funky looking, but if they'll help with blisters, I will wear them. It's a REI hat, and this is my base layer. It's REI, I forget the material, but because it's been a while ago since we bought them, but merino wool. So I got the base layer, shirt and pants, same kind. That's for my base layer for those really cold days and sleeping. More than likely won't hike with them because I get hot super easy. Probably just sleep in these. And this is my outer hiking gear that I'm going to actually wear hiking. It's a super lightweight and a cool REI shirt. Wicking and all that good stuff, and love it hiking in it. it's super light and you don't get too hot. And then I got the pants, the same kind. I think Eva's got an REI that unzip. You can unzip the legs off for shorts and up the side. I'm not big for wearing shorts, but I will out here because I do not like the heat. So I will definitely be wearing shorts. I think that's it.
Your fleece
Oh,
and
yeah.
your puffer.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot to say my puffer jacket is going to be the Enlightened Equipment puffer jacket, and I don't have it out here.
Yeah, I got the REI hoodie.
Fleece, yeah.
It's active. I mean, I forget when we hiked, but it was cold. Like I got up in the morning, put this on because I just kind of had a t-shirt on because I didn't use my base layer, and this thing did its job phenomenal. And this is my puffy jacket. It's the REI puffy jacket. I haven't used it yet except for a pillow. I tried the first night, didn't work real good for a pillow because it just kind of slides all over the place. But I'm sure it's gonna, you know, with me, with all the layers I got, I ain't not worried too much about the cold. And then my rain jacket. It's a REI rain jacket too. I have tested this out, and you know, it does everything you want it to. You know, it keeps the rain out off your head. So I think we're good to go there. And then I do have Frog Tog rain pants. These actually go back from my Harley. When I was riding my Harley, I bought these for that, and so I have used them, and they do work pretty good. So yeah, that's my rain gear, and I believe that's it.
What would you say that we spent in total on gear? What
I
do you
would
feel
say
like was the total?
Between two of us, because you know we were buying, because anybody who knows who's bought any kind of hiking gear, it's not cheap, and you know everything's pretty expensive, some way more than others. But buying two of everything, I would say we're between $8,000 and $9,000
Yeah.
worth of gear that we got. But you know, it's very high quality gear, and it's stuff that we'll have, I'm sure, well after we get done hiking the trail for, who knows, you know, we may hike.
It's a huge investment.
Yeah,
It's a huge
It's a
investment.
big investment,
Yeah.
but if you're going to do it, you
Yeah.
need it.
And
So-
we won't be platinum blazing, by the way.
No.
We plan to use this equipment often.
Yeah, we're footing it.
Yeah.
We want to walk the entire 2,200 miles almost.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it is a once in a lifetime thing, and I
Okay.
want to soak it all in.
All right. Anything else that we should? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's.
This is the equipment we plan on trail, and it's going to go out with us day one. The only thing missing is we plan to use smart water bottles for hydration. So probably 2 smart water bottles each, and maybe even a third small one. That's what we plan on using for. And I do have it's green Enlightened Equipment puffer jacket. I didn't bring it down to show everybody, but that's about it.
Yes, that's
So-
our gear.
All right.
That's what we're leaving with.
So we want to say thank you to the new subscribers. We've noticed that we've had well over 100 more people subscribe. So thank you so much, and thank you for all the likes. And we're really looking forward to seeing some of the people out on trail. We're noticing that people are starting. Some inspiration from Jack and Bob Ross. Thank you so much. Not that they would watch this video, but New Hampshire, you're a beast. You're amazing, and you've really been inspiration, being beautiful places. Wildflowers, you guys are special. We're really excited to follow along with you. Walking Raven, we've noticed that you have trained in the same places we've trained, Zaleski State Park here in Ohio, so that's pretty cool. We hope we see you out on trail. Top Hat. So yeah, I know I'm forgetting some people, but it's getting exciting, guys. 59 days, so
Yeah.
all right, bye.